Hello dear students, previously we have discussed about the different fundamental aspects of inspection and quality control, and we have covered till now the types of inspection based on the usefulness of the part. Now let us discuss the type of inspection based on the contact, and based on the contact it is divided into two types: contact inspection and non-contact inspection. And we are going to study about these two type of inspection in detail and its practical applications, which are useful in different sectors. So let us see what is contact inspection. So contact means there should be physical contact, and it should be in between the object and the measuring instrument, and it is the most important criteria to measure the dimensions of the object, and its main applications are in the manufacturing and the production industries. So let us discuss some of the examples. Steel rule is the most simplest type of measuring instrument in which linear dimensions are measured, and a vernier caliper, it is also the most widely used measuring instrument in labs. You all have seen here this caliper in the labs like mechanics lab or Europe machine lab or any type of measurement purpose. You are using this caliper, so it will measure the dimensions like the outside and the inside diameter of the tubes or hollow pipes, thickness, etc. And the screw gauge in the similar fashion measure the length, diameter, depth, etc. And the telescopic gauge also measures the internal diameter of the holes during the machining operation. All these devices or instruments you are seeing, these all have to measure the dimension, but the important criteria is these instruments should be in contact with the object to be measured. Similarly, the depth gauge measures the depth of the grooves, slots, blind holes, etc. And for that, the depth gauge should be in contact with that object. And micrometer in the similar way measures the external dimensions like the diameters of the shaft, thickness of the parts, etc. And therefore these instruments are very much essential, and these are called contact inspection methods, for which there should be a physical contact present in between these instruments and also with the object. So you are able to see here is the figure of that vernier caliper, for which there is these two are called the outer jaws, these two are called the inner jaws, and this is a depth probe, the extended portion, which is used to measure the depth of the objects. And there are two types of scales present, main scale and the vernier scale, and the main scale is available in 2 units here. This is the main scale available in centimeter units, and this is the main scale in inch units. And similarly, the vernier scale present here is in the centimeter, and here it is in inch. And there is a depth probe in the vernier caliper in order to restrict the motion of the movable part. So this is all about the vernier caliper, and all you have seen this instrument, and you have all used this instrument in the labs also. So it is the most easier one and most accurate measuring instrument. So let us see how the measurement is done. For that, you have to hold the specimen in such a way that it will touch the outer jaws in a perfectly manner, so that the dimensions here you are getting is accurate. So to get an accurate reading, the specimen should be in contact with this jaws in a perfectly manner. So in this way the experiment is done. And similarly, this is the screw gauge, and you have to hold the specimen here in order to get the accurate reading. So contact is very much necessary in this inspection. So non-contact inspection means there should not be any physical contact made between the object and the measuring instrument, and for that, to give the perfect reading, it uses sensors, and sensors are located some distance away from the object to be inspected. And the sensor is a device that detects and responds to some type of input or signal, and its main use is measuring desired features of the object. According to different applications, it can be used. So most important examples are 3D printing machines that uses laser power scanning system to make its components. So here the laser is used to find out whether all the layers are bonded together perfectly or not. And we are going to discuss 3D printing in more detail in the next slide. Then the optical microscope. So it is used to give the magnified image so that it is used in the cell reading and profile projectors, magnetic resonance imaging, CT scanners. This magnetic resonance imaging, that is the MRI systems, and the CT scanners are used in the medical and the hospitals for accidental injuries, to check the accidental injuries of the bones, that where the injury has been taken place, and to get the perfect and the accurate image. So these two systems are used actually, and this is most perfect. You can say these two types of systems are much more accurate and perfect, hence these are used in the medical applications, and it has it is also widely used these days. Okay, so next you are able to see, this is the picture of a 3D printing machine, and this 3D printing is nowadays the most advanced manufacturing system, because in this machine there are two systems attached, that is the designing part and the manufacturing part. The component you have to design, you just design here and program here, and this program is read by this chamber or this machine part. So in this chamber the whole component will be built up. For that the programming has to be done by this. So suppose you have to make a triangular component like this made up of steel. So you just make a program and make a design like a triangle, and suppose this should be made with the steel powder. So just put down here, three compartments are there, you have to put down the steel powders within this chamber, and the laser light is there, and the laser power will scan each layer in such a way that the each particle of the steel should be bonded together and melt to form one layer. Then after the one layer is formed, formation of one layer, the next layer is applied with the steel powder, and next again the laser power will scan. So laser will scan whether each particle is bonded together or not, whether the layer formation is perfect or not, and then melt the entire layer. And in the similar fashion, all these layers are formed perfectly and the solid component is made out. So this is the most advanced version, because any type of design you are giving here, the product is found here. So this is the most widely application of the laser power scanning system, you can say, and there is no contact between the laser and the specimen to be built up. Only laser focuses here after at some distance away from this object. Here the object is built up and here this laser is there. So this is the most applied non-contact inspection, in which inspection is done to check any defects is there, whether they are in the melting of the one layer, then next layer. In this way it will check each layer perfectly and the component is built up. And next, this is the optical microscope, and as you have known that a microscope used to give a magnified image. So optical microscope will give the magnified image, and it is mostly used in the study of the cells to find out any defects in that, or to find out the magnified versions of those types of cells. So you can use also this. So this is also a non-contact type of inspection. So all these are the non-contact and the contact type inspection, and it is very important from the exam point of view, and in the practical applications also. So this is all about this chapter today. Thank you.